Well, welcome to Lake Superior Interfaith Community Church. We got so many people here. We got lots going on, and so I would like to say thank you to Virginia Hurley. She's our speaker for today. So awesome. And now I just have a prayer I would like to say, as I say every Sunday. Oh, I forgot. Did I say thank you to all those on Zoom? Please mute yourself. It's springtime. I'm not sure where I'm at. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you, Mother, Father, God, for bringing us all together. As we come together, we open our hearts in gratitude for the space, for opportunity for friendship, and our connection to Spirit. And with this, we say thank you. And so I would like to, I think maybe we could sing Let There Be Peace on Earth. Mike, if you could come up. I thank you.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Okay. I would like to say our statement of intent. It's on your card. We continue to be fortunate to have a variety of speakers for Sunday services. And by using guest speakers, we gain wisdom from all those who share. This is a church community where we can worship the God of our own understanding, to experience joy and be uplifted, to gain strength and inspiration we can share with others throughout the week. And we invite you to join us in this celebration of life, and to nourish your spirit and to enjoy the community of kindred souls. Sue, you want to come and she's got announcements for us. Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Woo! All right. All right, first things first, please put your phones on mute or on Do Not Disturb so we can have a nice quiet service. All right, and then we do have a suggestion box at the back of the church, if you have suggestions, ideas of people you want to see up here speaking, anything that you have in mind, any comments that we, positive comments? We like positive comments. Anyway, so the suggestion box is at the back of the church, but you can also give us a call at our phone number and leave us a voicemail. We'll listen to that. We also can have emails sent to us at our email address at interfaithon, the number 9th Street, so interfaithon 9th Street at gmail.com. We have our prayer and intentions bowl up here on the podium every week so that we can have people prayed over. If you have any intentions, you can send them by mail, you can send them by email, you can give us a call, let us know if somebody needs prayers. You can also connect with us on Facebook, or contact one of the church members or church board members. We will get that prayer request out there for you and put it up here, and we will pray for it every week. So bring it on up and let us know what we need to pray about. Who is speaking next week?
Next week? Who's speaking next?
Who's speaking next week? Anybody remember? Oh, we got somebody. I know we've got somebody. It was on the calendar, but it is probably in the newsletter that's coming out, right? It's not Jennifer. No, she spoke. She just spoke about a week or two ago. So no, but we do have our newsletter coming out, ladies and gentlemen, so please be aware. And I know that Jasmine likes paper, so Jasmine is probably going to get it mailed out to us, or if you need a copy of the newsletter, you can always stop by and get it here. So check our newsletter. Also check Facebook and our website, because those things do get updated. All right, YouTube. Also, don't forget about YouTube. We have our prior services recording, and we have them on YouTube. So go ahead and check us out. April 10th. Phyllis McCoy. Oh, how can we all forget that? Phyllis McCoy is actually going to be here in person, so come on up, you guys. Oh my gosh, what a wonderful day. We all love Phyllis. Okay. So one service per month we do dedicate to unity, because we are trying to become an evolving ministry through unity. And so one service a month, and that'll be the last Sunday of every month. And we try to make a variety of that. And if you have any interest in unity, questions and concerns, go online, check out Unity, check out different websites of different Unity ministries. We do have, we tend to be linked with Unity Minneapolis just because they're close. But there are Unity churches all over the world, so go out and check them out and see what they do and see what they like. And if you kind of like one more than another, let us know so we can maybe tune into one of their services and broadcast it. All right, so Unity study, a book group. It's not really a study group, it's a discussion group. We read a book, we discuss. And so for those of you who haven't joined us yet, you can still join us. Even if we're in the middle of a book, you can come and be with us and talk to us about it. I mean, we're in the middle of, oh God, Seat of the Soul. And it is a fascinating book. And Paul is back, so he will be here. So you can come to the church at 6 o'clock tonight for the Unity book discussion group, or you can join us on Zoom. And if you need a connection with that, let us know. One of us will get you in touch with that. Otherwise, you know, join us. It's a great opportunity to just discuss some really deep things. So donations, we are taking donations. We are going to be taking donations for a rummage sale coming up soon, and a book sale, possibly together, possibly two separate money-raising events. So if you're cleaning out your closets or you're looking at your bookshelf going, I don't need that one anymore, put it in a pile, put it in a safe place, save it for us, okay? So we will be looking forward to getting some donations from y'all and from making sure that we have some really wonderful money-raising events. So when you're clearing out your clutter, cleaning out your bookshelves, keep us in mind. Also, consider joining our summer gardening group. We've got a great group of people who keep our gardens pretty and nice and clean from weeds. And so if you have a feeling of like you want to get your hands dirty and you want to get closer to nature, get your hands in the dirt and dig with all the good soil, join our group. There are lots of different ways that you can help donate with the church. You can send money through the mail. You can send money through PayPal.
We'll need people to cut the grass this summer.
Yeah, well, we'll get to, yeah, okay, yeah. So, all the PayPal and you know, if you have any questions about how to get in touch with us, call us, email us, send us a note on Facebook, whatever. So all these different ways that you can donate to the church. Also, speaking of donations, Carol wanted me to mention that we will be needing people who want to be wonderful volunteers for just mowing the lawn this year. We have had service in the past, and we just feel like maybe we want to get more people involved in helping our building and our little property produce itself, as opposed to having to service out. So now, one last thing. Prayer requests. Are there any prayer requests? I know that Jean Captain is not feeling well. She has the COVID. So Sharon is trying very hard to isolate within the same household. they are doing what they can to keep each other safe, but we do need prayer requests for Jean. She's having a hard time respiratory-wise, and she already, as many of us know, has some respiratory issues already. So let's hope that this COVID thing is mild and short. Any other prayer requests on Zoom? Anything on Zoom there, Steve? Okay. Sharon Captain also is going in for surgery on the 8th, shoulder surgery. So let's pray that that comes through nicely, easily, smoothly, and successfully. For Dawn, her husband, right? Laura Whitney, one of our wonderful people here, she's asking for prayers for her husband, Don. Please mentally put your prayer request in the bowl, and those things will be prayed for during the service. And I think that's all I have. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Would like to say the principles. Maybe we could use the unity principles. They're on, you have them, they're on the seats there. God is the source and creator of all. There is no other enduring power. God is good and present everywhere. We are spiritual beings created in God's image. The Spirit of God lives within each person. Therefore, all people are inherently good. We create our life experiences through our way of thinking. There is power in affirmative prayer, which we believe increases our awareness of God. Knowledge of these spiritual principles is not enough. We must live them. Thank you. Mike, maybe would you like to come and sing your beautiful song? Thank you very much.
Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I'll forget all the joy that is mine today. Well, I'll be a dandy, and I'll be a rover. You'll know who I am by the song that I sing. I'll feast at your table, I'll sleep in your clover. Who cares what tomorrow shall bring? Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I'll forget all the joy that is mine today. I can't be contented with yesterday's glories. I can't live on promises, winter through spring. Today is my moment, and now is my story. I'll laugh and I'll cry, and I'll sing, sing it with me. Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I'll forget all the joy that is mine today.
I'd like to ask Virginia to come up now. Thank you, Virginia. Okay.
thank you very much for having been invited. And I'm always, how can I say, grateful. And so today, much in tune with the song that we've just had, I'd like to look at something that sometimes we forget. In living our regular daily life, we very often find that we feel that there are difficulties, and we kind of live the difficulty. And in doing that, we forget that sometimes we think of it as an impediment to our lives. So I'd like to talk about that impediment that we all have, one way or the other, in various aspects and various times, sometimes for longer and sometimes for shorter time periods, and see if we might not take a look at it a little differently. Generally speaking, our lives are headed for good. It's everything that we talk about. It's all of our principles that we have just said. It's in the song that we just sang. And it's in many ways one of the things that being in a spiritual, how can I say, oriented group, we have to remember that everything is, in the end, good. Why? How can you say that? We think of the war that's going on. We think of all the people that are being killed and hurt. We think of our own soldiers, though they're not in the fighting, but they're still helping. They're there. They're being traumatized by what they're seeing. So many negatives, so many impediments that we think are impediments to good, because what else can there be except this horrible evil? How do you mitigate the horrible evil? Part of it is realizing is that that evil, as horrible as it is something that we can get through. We have precedent for that. If we think about World War II and the evil that went on in World War II, and all of the humans that certainly experienced the evil, yet we've come, 50 years from that. And in 50 years, the people that were traumatized were able to review their lives and do much good. The people that helped them also learned about how to mitigate the evil and get people to realize that it was simply part of their process, and the process that they were going through will end up in a good space. So many years ago, there was a book when I was having a very difficult time, kind of a blank time. It was written by Julia Cameron. It was called The Artist's Way. And in using The Artist's Way, I was able to take a step forward that didn't appear to be even possible. And once I'd taken a step forward, I realized, hey, look, there's more step forwards. I can move further. That blank time in my life became relatively full. And I did many things that I very much enjoyed and would like to bring forward. So today I found there's another book that she's written. It's called Blessings, and it's prayers and declarations for a heartful life. And one of the areas that she focused on, that she has a prayer for, is adversity is a misperception as all works towards the good. So even though we might be finding ourselves either tripped up or somehow stopped or in some way squozen into something different than what we would like, if we can trust that by learning about that process that's happening around us, learning about that negative that's literally running around us, we could begin to take it apart and say, okay, fine, I can deal with this, all right, and I can take this out and I can work that. And guess what? What have you done? You've taken a step beyond that which was apparently negative. So adversity is indeed a misconception. If we feel that we are in an adverse situation, we can work towards something, because in the end, the good is where we're going. Yes, we're currently in our world experiencing some very negative things. But I do believe at this particular point, all of the prayers and the hopes and the love that is being sent in the direction of that evil is beginning to mitigate it. It may take some more time, may take a lot more prayer, but in the end, I do believe that the world as a whole will be safer once this situation has been mitigated. But all of us have to help to take that step. When I watch the TV, and I try not to too much, but it's kind of hard not to sometimes, and I listen to the broadcasters talk about, how many bombs there are and how many soldiers there are that are being killed, especially on the other side, and the fact that the country that has been invaded is fighting back because they know that their country is sacrosanct to them. And we know that too. It came from World War II, so that that country would be able to house the people that are and call themselves Ukrainian and can continue to be just what they are, with their wonderful culture, their language. They are joyful people, generally speaking. They're taking that joy in a different way that we think of that joy, and they're pushing back against what's coming at them. This is a very good representation of kind of what I was talking about. There's a tank in front of me. What am I going to do? Well, there's a variety of things to do. One, I can get out of the way and try and stop it in some way by potentially removing a driver or something like that. Or, if I can see it far enough away and I have the means by which I can do it, I can destroy the tank. Hopefully the people in it will get out. But that's not the point at this point. It isn't the number of humans that are dying or the number of humans that are living at this particular point. It's the fact that these people are making good of their pride and their wherewithal of being a whole nation. So that certainly is an adversity. And let's see, okay. One of the things I had wanted to use for our purposes here in the church and within our community, and anybody that'll listen to this on YouTube at some point in time, all of the prayers that are in here are written in the first person. I've kind of rearranged this one so that it's inclusive, because our church is inclusive and our working towards joining any other group is part of the inclusivity that we're in the process of looking at. So this is, I accept my loss as a gateway to gain. that process of being able to take the step, make the gain, make it yours, and put it behind you, having learned the lesson, right? The universe gives us by what it takes away. Our losses are a gain, which we are as yet unable to see. As we let go of the good to which we cling, other good moves towards us. As we surrender our short-sighted agenda, events and people better suited to our long-term happiness enter our lives. In the face of loss, we feel our feelings, but do not draw conclusions based on false evidence. We remind ourselves that life is evolutionary, that situations have a way of working toward our good. If we will stand aside in faith and allow the hand of the universe to set things right, we bless the grace active in our lives, which carries all things toward good. Okay, so this was written by someone else, and I think that I can kind of go on with my little notes that I've made for myself. One of the other things, we recently did in our book club an Eckhart book, and here's a quote to go with that. Truly, it is in the darkness that one feels the light. So when we are in sorrow, then the light is nearest all of us. That's from Eckhart and from one of the books that we have already used in the book club. And again, it's this idea that we may feel constricted because of money values, because of work, because of our family situation, because of any number of different things around us. But in reality, if we're recognizing that there's a block, it means that we need to look at it and find the point of light and walk towards the light. And in doing this, we bring ourselves forward. Adversity is a friend in disguise, one that allows us to grow our perception of the world in which we like, learning to focus on the beauty that surrounds us. That was part of our beautiful song, and bring it forward to color each day and reap the blessings that without adversity would pass us by, unused and unseen, because adversity sometimes slows us down when we're running at 1,000 miles an hour through our daily lives, and we forget to look at what's hanging around. I have a friend that every day goes for a walk. He goes in a different direction, and he always sends me pictures one way or the other. Today he sent me a picture, and at first I thought, oh my God, those are crocus. And everybody knows what a crocus is, right? And they were these rich yellow, I'd never seen a crocus. And I said to him, I've never seen crocus that color. And he said, that's because that's a grouse. He lives in England. And so grouse is normal over there, not very normal over here. But it was this fantastic color. Then he was walking a little bit further on, took another picture, and he sent it to me. And I said, wow, That's kind of early, isn't it? He has gardenias in his garden already, and he's sending me pictures of these beautiful gardenias that out off of this huge bush. And he's taught me in some ways that what he does every day by taking a walk, and it doesn't have to be longer than 15 minutes, he comes back with some kind of a picture of something because he's walking instead of driving that he sees and he shares. I'm very lucky that way. In recognizing and activating the idea that we can commit to gratitude in our lives, our choices open the recognition of receiving the good. Daily, we make choices that lead us to opening our inner doorways through which abundance can arrive. We connect our hearts and minds to the universal love. We open ourselves to source and receive love, which we then pass on to others in an outflow of light and love and further gratitude. This creates an active process which we can cherish as we touch all in living kindness. This is the principle of love in action. I'd like to share one more item out of Julia Cameron's book. And the title of this one, none of them are very long, by the way. They're simply only a part of a page, okay? The penciling is so that I take it from the first person to the plural, so that we can all be part of it. My life is valuable and interesting. This is something that we can remind ourselves even when we are apparently in a very dark place. We can say, my life is valuable and interesting. And it doesn't have to be interesting to someone else. It simply needs to be interesting to us. Because if we can be interesting and see ourselves as interesting, then we can work towards being interesting to others. But being interesting to others is secondary, because we are what? Only in charge of our lives. Okay. We need to value our sense of history and be alert to the many unfolding, colorful, and enjoyable episodes in our lives. Rather than bemoan a lack of color or adventure in our lives, we can consciously choose to notice and appreciate the many small adventures and victories which each of our days entertains, and focus on the precise and measurable evidence of good that comes to us when we are alert to our lives' many blessings. We need to notice, remark, and remember the kind word, the well-told joke, the flashing beauty of a small finch lighting on a roadside shrub. We need to focus on the beauty and detail around us and revel ever more fully in the many graces life has to offer us. So I believe that I've covered the idea that adversity is something not to be avoided, but to be worked through, because we learn. These are our lessons in life. When I was here on the first of the year, the first Sunday of the year, I talked about our lives being cyclical, that our, how can I say, all of the things that we need to do, our lessons in life, they repeat themselves from the time we're children until the time we're no longer children. Some of us remain children for long periods of time, which is not a bad thing, I don't think. But the thing is that we learn our lessons. And in learning the lessons, they repeat themselves. They only get harder, because if we refuse to learn them when they're easy, when we're kids, then by the time we're in our 20s, you think of them as, locked doors. And then if you still refuse to learn how to work through them, and you're now in your 40s or 50s, then, well, hey, it gets a little heavy. But if you look at them, you'll see that they're the same lessons. They may present themselves with different people. They may use a different method of arriving at your door, but they're still the same lessons. And this is, again, we need to see our lessons as lessons and not as adversity. Not as a negative, but as a positive process through which we can make our lives in the image to which we were intended to be, and to help any of those that are around us to also work through as they're doing them. I thank you very much for your attention, and hope you've enjoyed the process. Thank you very much. Oh, we didn't do a meditation. Do you want to do one?
Yes, if you'd like to, and then he was going to sing after that?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
what's
can
the deal?
sing it. I'll do the meditation. and you can do
What-
it.
what-
Okay. Okay, I'm back. We're going to do something different this time. Most of us think of meditation as being a singular, how can I say, non-inclusive process. But in reality, especially when we're in a group such as this, especially that we're here for church and we're all in that kind of zone, and that includes everybody on Zoom. Part of it is that I'd like to be a bit more inclusive in our meditation today. Meditation is a matter of quieting ourselves, and then we're going to reach out. We're going to reach out, first of all, to the people here. That includes the people on Zoom, because you're here. And then we'll reach out further and see what we can find to be interesting along the way. Okay. I'd like you to simply take a deep breath. Keep your eyes open for this one. We're not going to go, it's not an internal process. We're going to do an external process. Take a deep breath and let it out. The idea of this is simply to quiet ourselves, and also to bring our energy into the room. And I'd like you to, we've all looked around, and there's people enough around to make a circle here in the church. And we are inclusive because our Zoom camera is within our circle here. So the people on Zoom can include themselves in this process. Take a deep breath and let it out again. And I'd like you to visualize within this room a circle forming from your breath. Take a deep breath and let it out, and see the energy flowing. Goes all the way around the room, includes our camera, which is our Zoom people. See it moving, because we are very much a group of people that believe in love and light. Take a deep breath, push it out. See the color coming to your breath. See the color coming in red, love, energy, caring. Take a deep breath and let it out, and push that red energy around. Push it to the, I want to say to the right, so that we reach everyone all the way around. Take a deep breath and let it out. Now we're going to push it to the left and bring it back around. That includes everybody. And now we're going to put the energy in the middle of our circle. Right here in the middle of the church. Just bring it down, that lovely red energy. And we'll let a pillar of red energy sit there for a moment. Bring your attention back to yourself. Take a deep breath and let it out. And this time, I'd like you to see your breath coming out in blue. In blue, blue of water. We've all seen Lake Superior on a beautiful day. And the color that the sky can make the water of the lake be amazingly wonderful. Let's see that blue energy come. We're going to push it around, touching everybody, leaving the red energy in the middle, pushing it around. Take another deep breath. Put another little bit of energy, because blue is a little bit more difficult to push than the red. Red pushes easy, blue pushes softly. And we're going to let it go. And now we're going to take a breath and we're going to go the other way with the blue energy. And again, we're going to bring it back around and we're going to stand it right here in the front. We've got the red energy in the middle. We're bringing the blue energy right down here to the front. Now we're going to take a deep breath. And this time we're going to push plain white, absolutely angel-colored white energy. We're going to bring it around, all the way around. Bring the white energy around, bring it. Take another deep breath, bring it. A second one, and now we're going to turn the energy around so that we get it going in both directions, so that that pillar will form, and we'll put that one right at the door of the church. That beautiful white energy right at the door of our church. We have white energy at the door. We have red energy in the center, the heart process. We have blue energy here, which is the upper chakras working together here. And now we're going to take a deep breath and relax. We're going to center each of ourselves, leaving our energy columns right where they are. And take another deep breath and relax. And now we're going to ask for Source to come and visit us and be with us and take our 3 pillars and take this love energy, this mind energy, and this spirit energy that we've created here from our whole church group, our congregation. And we're going to ask Source to take it to wherever it is most needed. It could be here in Duluth, could be someplace else in the United States, could be anywhere in the world. And we are going to ask Source to join those 3 pillars and pull the pillars up. I think you can probably see them come together, and they're going up with Source energy, and they're going to go and bring our love, our kindness, our caring to those most in need, wherever that is in our world today. Take a deep breath, relax. Say thank you to Source, and we're done. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Virginia. That was so beautiful. I'd like to have someone bring the offering things up, the baskets up, and Mike, then you're going to come and sing. We'll be. Oh, once it's up, yes. I know, in the garden. I'll go over. Bring it up, yeah. Whatever. It's all good. It's all flowing. Okay, so I would just like to say thank you and blessings. Thank you, everyone, and for the gifts as we move forward with our amazing church. And I'm not sure. Anyway, I just want to say it's so great. We're grateful and appreciative. So now we're going to have In the Garden, and Mike will be leading it.
Amen. Our next hymn is number 89 in the Wings of Song hymnal, In the Garden, number 89. That's my Catholic spiel. I come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of his voice is so sweet, the birds hush their singing, and the melody that he gave to me within my heart is ringing. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. I'd stay in the garden with him, though the night around me be falling, but he bids me go through the voice of woe. His voice to me is calling, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known.
Thank you. That was so fun singing that and playing that again. It's been such a long time. We used to sing that a lot. When Audrey Fisher was here, and remember, memories coming back. Oh my gosh. Okay, I would like to say the church affirmation. Okay. We totally believe, accept the belief that God is in charge of the affairs and direction of Lake Superior Interfaith Community Church. We know that as our thoughts of trust and joyful anticipation join in harmony with the thoughts of all the members of this fellowship, we attract the right ministerial leadership to our spiritual community, and we are grateful. right. So now we'll say we have for the benediction is the prayer of protection. And on this, it would say, the light of God surrounds me, but we're going to say us. Okay, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us wherever I am, and God is, and all is well. Amen. Okay, let's sing God Be With You Till We Meet Again. All right.
God be with you till we meet again. By his counsels guide uphold you. On his love securely fold you. God be with you till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. Neath his wings protecting hide you. Daily manna still provide you. God be with you till we meet again.
Okay, just want to remind everyone, coffee, goodies, and also we could use a little help folding newsletters, stuffing them into envelopes, and Jasmine would have brought them here earlier, but she had to leave to go, she's called into work. So for those who can stay, we can use some extra hands, and I thank you all, and all of you on Zoom. See you next week, everybody. Thank you, everybody.